el sur, que representa la mente abierta. The south represents the open-mindedness and the ability to learn new things, not to have a closed mind. The green of the south, and the color of the south is green, and it's represented by the squash, the green squash. Okay? El sur es representado por este fruto que es verde, que es como una calabaza, una cosa verde. Y el color del sur es verde. In the west, that's the place of look within, of introspection, the ability to look within inside your own self and learn and understand about yourself. El oeste, el poniente, es el lugar de la introspección, el lugar donde el ser humano espera poder entrar dentro de sí y aprender todo lo que está dentro de sí, de su propia alma. El norte representa la sabiduría y la experiencia. The north represents wisdom and experience. And the color of the north is white. That's the white hairs of the old people, the wise people. And the food of the north is the cassava, which is white. And I forgot, the west, el oeste, la comida del oeste son los frijoles negros. The black beans represent the darkness of night. When the sun goes down, leaves us in darkness, that's when we're left with our own thoughts and with our own feelings. And we can go inside ourselves and understand and learn about ourselves. Here in the north is the wisdom and experience that comes with age. And that's why it's white, the white hairs of age. El norte representa la sabiduría y la experiencia de la vejez. Y por eso es que el blanco es el blanco de las canas de los viejos. Es el blanco del casado. Entonces en el este tenemos el amarillo. The east is the color yellow. And that's the color of the sun as it rises. Es el color del sol cuando nace. Porque este es el lugar de la iluminación y la claridad de la vista clara. Clarity of vision and illumination and enlightenment is in the east. That's the place where the sun rises and illuminates the people. So the color is yellow and the food is the yellow corn. So you see, you have 4 symbolic foods, and each one represents each one of the 4 directions. Outside world, come into our own dreams, come into our own selves, and learn about ourselves. That's the west. En el norte, el colibrí, lo que le dicen el picaflor, a hummingbird, el picaflor, el colibrí, es el pájaro del norte. This is the bird of the north, white, the color of the white hairs, wisdom. Why is it a hummingbird? Because the hummingbird is elusive, es elusivo, es difícil de ver, difícil de captar, como la sabiduría es difícil de captar. Wisdom is hard to catch, just like a hummingbird. So that's the bird of the north. White. The bird of the east is the hawk, el gavilán, lo que le decimos guaraguao. El gavilán es el pájaro del este. ¿Por qué? Porque el pájaro del este, el pájaro de la vista, de claridad de vista. Los gavilanes tienen ese don de poder ver muy lejos. The bird of the east is the hawk, who has the ability to look very far. And this clarity of vision, that's what they're noted for, is their vision. And that is the east, is clarity of vision. Those are the 4 directions, los padres de las 4 direcciones. ¿Okay? Entonces tenemos aquí los semíes, la madre, Atabey. Atabey es la madre tierra, the female entity, the giver of life, and the nurturer, from whose breast we are never weaned. We never are weaned from her. And then her son, the spirit of life, she gives life, so she gives birth to him. This is your Kahu, Bagua, Maorkot, the giver of life. He's not the giver of life, he is life. She's the giver of life. Este es Yokahu, el Señor de la vida. ¿Ok? Aquí tenemos una representación de Minanca la caracol. De esto hacemos el casado, que es la comida sagrada de los taínos, the sacred food of the taínos. So this is all part of our tradition. This is, we call it a koa. They found many of these all over the islands. These stones shaped like a hoop. Estos aros líticos le dicen, they're made out of stone, están hechos de piedra y representan el útero de la madre tierra, porque tiene esa forma. It has this shape of a uterus, of a womb. So it represents the womb of Mother Earth. It's also associated with snakes because we Taínos see a connection between the serpent, which always spends its time close to the earth, and Mother Earth. And this here is a representation of Yokahu, the Lord of Life. Esta es la representación del Señor de la vida, Yokahu, que tiene un ciclo de vida igualito que como si fuera una persona. He has a life cycle just like a human being. He's born in the spring, nace en la primavera. He rises to full maturity at summer solstice. Llega a su clímax de su vida en el solsticio del verano. Entonces decae, then he starts dying. And then at fall equinox he dies. Entonces empieza a decaer y en el equinoccio del otoño muere. And then he travels all the way back down to the womb of his mother. Entonces empieza a hacer un viaje de regreso ahora en el solsticio invernal, and then finally at winter solstice he arrives, he gets here. It's a long journey since autumn equinox, 3 months until he gets here, and today is when he finally makes it. Hoy es cuando llega de nuevo, and today we're going to celebrate that arrival at the womb of his mother, where he's going to gestate for another 3 months, and then he's going to be reborn again in the spring to start the whole life cycle all over again, like he does every year. So we're celebrating that moment today. That's what this is all about. Some parts of this ceremony will reflect the fact that we associate Yokahu with the sun. Así que va a haber una parte de la ceremonia donde una persona que representa a Yokahu, que hoy va a ser mi sobrino, the person that is going to represent, we offer the smoke of what we call it in Taino Tabonuco, the Central American Indian people call it copal. La gente de Centroamérica le dicen a este humo copal. Y nosotros los taínos decimos tabonuco.
No, take him.
¿Necesita ir al carro mismo?
No, al baño.
¿O al baño?
Take him, no.
You know what? Listen. La primera canción se la dedicamos a Yokahu Bawa Marokoti. The first song is dedicated to the spirit of life, Yokahu. Come on in, sit down, siéntense, por favor. Están aquí entre amigos, familia. You're here with your family. Esta canción se le dedica al espíritu de la vida. We dedicate this first song to the spirit of life, Yokahu, who represents the cycle that every living thing goes through, animal or plant. Este es el ciclo que todo lo que está vivo traspasa durante su vida, desde que nace hasta el morir, y entonces regresa a la tierra. The song to Yokahu, Yokahu Bawa Marokoti, the Lord of life, the Spirit of life. Empezamos primero esta pipa, le decimos cachimba. El interior de esta cachimba, de esta pipa, representa la cueva de donde surgieron los antepasados taínos. This to Mother Acabé, who is the cosmic matriarch, the Earth Mother, a la Madre Tierra y al cielo, donde mora Yokahu, Bawa Marokoti, el espíritu de la vida, and to the sky, the heavens, where our father Yokahu lives, represented by the sun. I offer this prayer. This prayer is for health, for happiness, for a good and prosperous new cycle that begins now, in this new year, for all of these brothers and sisters who have come here to share with us today, ofreciendo una oración para la salud y la buena fortuna de todos los amigos y todos los parientes que se han reunido aquí con nosotros en este momento, aquí bajo la vista sagrada y protectora de Yokahu Yatabé, que forman la unidad de Yaya, que es el Espíritu Supremo. Here under the gaze, under the protection of Father Yokahu, Mother Atabe, who together form the unity that we call Yaya, the Great Spirit, the Supreme Spirit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to allow this pipe to circulate, to go around. Voy a permitir que la pipa vaya por alrededor. Y cada uno que quiera fumarla, se le permite fumar. If you want to smoke it, you can. If you do not want to smoke the pipe, you're allowed to just hold it respectfully and offer a prayer for yourself and for whoever you want to, and then pass it to the person to your left, because it's going to travel around clockwise. Okay? Reconception, una nueva concepción que toma lugar todos los años. En 3 meses vamos a separarlos. En 3 meses nace, así que se separa del útero. Vamos a concluir la ceremonia. We're going to conclude the ceremony with one song, with one last song, dedicated to the 4 directions, the south, the west, the north, and the east. Una canción dedicada a las 4 direcciones cardenales: el sur, el oeste, el norte y el este. Y así le cantamos a las 4 direcciones. Primero Achiano, Coromo, Racuno, Sobaico. Quiero ahora agradecerles a todos los que han venido a compartir con nosotros hoy. I want to thank everybody that has come to share with us this ceremony that we do every year here in Miami, aquí en Miami. Quiero invitarlos a todos a que sigan viniendo. Queremos que esta ceremonia se ponga y crezca y se ponga más grande, que vengan más taínos y más gente que tienen el espíritu taíno en el corazón. We want all people that live in the Miami area, all the people in the South Florida area, to find out about this. Please spread the word. Rain or shine, it doesn't matter. We're going to have our ceremony here because we do have this wonderful resource, Women's Park, and we have this shelter. So until we get too big for the shelter, we can keep having it, rain or shine. Así que vengan, no importa si llueve, no importa el tiempo que hay. ¿Okay? Tenemos algunas ofrenditas de comida que